Hey everybody, this is GGB coming in for the fourth quarter of action of this suddenly great football game, right? Bringing up a big 3rd and 8 coming up here for the Independent Chiefs. They're down by 18 points. You need, at the very least, you can settle for a field goal here, but a touchdown would be great for your team. 3-man rush here. Eventually pressured, though, by Khalil Mack. Has to scramble out and you throw it away. Just throw the ball away. Live to play another down. Brings up a 4th and 8, and it's interesting. You probably take the field goal here and make it a 2-position game. But the fact is, that's a rough one not to punch in. And great defense by the Mac. They might have let him get all the way down here, but they end up getting a huge stop when they need it. Justin Yoon, chance to make it a 2-possession football game. The kick is up, and it is good for Justin Yoon. Justin Yoon makes a big kick here. 14 minutes and 51 seconds left in this game. A 15-point differential between the two teams. Can the Mac hold on and go to their first ever divisional round? Likely going to end up playing the SEC Giants. Or can the Independent Chiefs pull off the unthinkable? 15-point comeback in 14 minutes and 51 seconds. And force overtime, maybe win the game, and end up advancing to the divisional rounds themselves with no Jerry Tillery, I might add, unless he comes back in this fourth quarter. It's going to be returnable by Antonio Brown. He's going to bring it up all the way to the 33-yard line, but there's a flag on the play, likely a block in the back or a hold. That's going to end up bringing him back. Hold. Obviously on the return team by Steven Means. Steven Means ends up putting him at the only 21-yard line. That's not too bad, though. 21-yard line is not too bad. A field position. Chew 5 seconds of clock off. And remember, every second of clock is big here for the Mac. And you've got to get the ball to Kareem Hunt. I mean, it's Kareem Hunt showtime now, in my opinion. Kareem Hunt time. Shotgun here for Big Ben Roethlisberger. He's actually going to go pass here. 4-man rush. He has some time. He fires it. It's going to be a wide open Kenny Golladay. Kenny Golladay having a pretty good game so far. Gets a first down for this team. Clock keeps moving. That's what you need. More yards and clock to keep going. Again, a field goal makes it a 3-possession game again. That would likely take the game away from the Independent Chiefs. Great play there made by Big Ben Roethlisberger. And you need to be making great decisions here down the stretch. Can't be forcing any balls in traffic here. 5th catch of the ball game for Kenny Golladay. 2 tight end set, it looks like. Under center is Big Ben Roethlisberger. He's going to take the ball. Play action to Kareem Hunt. He's going to end up almost getting sacked. Gets that ball away, though, over Kareem Hunt's head. Great play getting that ball out of there. Stephon Tuitt almost had a sack there. Stephon Tuitt, first time I've mentioned that, outside of just mentioning that I've yet to hear that name. Incomplete pass stops the clock, though. Under center here is Big Ben Roethlisberger. Trip to the top of the set. They're going to go pass once again here. He has some time. He fires it over the middle to a wide open, I believe, Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown gets another big play for this football team. 8 yards away from 100 yards. Mac Rams suddenly driving. Just need some more yards to get a field goal. Make it a 3-possession game. Get in field goal range for Sam Sloman. And Kareem Hunt has yet to get a carry on this possession. And I feel like that's a mistake. I understand it's been going well, getting the ball to Antonio Brown and Kenny Golladay. But you just got to get the ball to Kareem Hunt here. Choose some clock. Shotgun for Big Ben Roethlisberger to throw once again. Fires it underneath to Tyler Conklin. Tyler Conklin only ends up picking 1 yard, but the clock is still moving, and that is what matters. Although you do need yards, clock also matters a significant amount. Chewing some clock on this drive could be rather helpful, even if you don't end up getting points. Shotgun here for Big Ben Roethlisberger. Got a handoff eventually. You're going to play action once again. 4-man rush. He fires it to an open Kenny Golladay, who's tackled at the 17-yard line, and that might be it. Outside of a mistake, which is possible here by the Mac Rams, you can't make a mistake here. A field goal likely ends the game. It does. A touchdown definitely ends the game, but a field goal is fine. And you're definitely in Sam Sloman range. Just don't take a sack, don't fumble, and don't throw an interception, and you likely have the game in hand. Just chew some more clock on this possession and get a field goal, making it 3. 2 tight ends set here for the Rams. Under center is Big Ben Roethlisberger. They're going to pass actually here. He fires it to Deontay Johnson, picks up 7 yards on the play. Just run the ball. Play it safe here if you're the Mack Rams. 2nd and 3 coming up. Great chance to run the ball with Kareem Hunt. Great chance to do that. Empty set, though. They decide to go empty set. Smart. Shotgun here for Big Ben Roethlisberger. Takes the snap. 3-man rush. He fires it quickly underneath to Tyler Conklin, who's going to walk in for a touchdown. I take everything back. I thought it was safer to run the ball, but if you're going to get a guy with that wide open, you might as well take it. Extra point here makes it a 22-point game, and that just might do it. That is likely it for the independent Chiefs. And that's insanity. A 10 seed has never upset a 7 seed before. They've come close, but they've never quite done it. And the Mack Rams today have shown what is possible, and we likely will be having 2 teams that have never made it to the divisional round before heading into the divisional round this weekend, which is crazy. Which means the only 2 teams who have never made the divisional round, only one team is assured of it. Conference USA is not going to the divisional round this year, and they have never made it before. The Sun Belt, I'm going to go with likely won't make it. But, there's always a chance. But they are playing the 5 seed, the FCS Division 2, Division 3 Packers, who are a good football team, a really good football team. And they're the Sun Belt Steelers. And they are not a good football team. And last time, I only made it a quarter and a half in, actually. And it was dominant. It was not good for the Sun Belt Steelers. We'll see what happens. But if it sticks the way it happened last time, this is not going to end well for the Sun Belt Steelers. But the Mack Rams, talking about just absolute guts. The Mack Rams were significant underdogs in this game. They were. They did not stand that much of a chance of winning this football game. They didn't have the better team. The independent Chiefs had the better football team. But the Mack just gelled better than the independent Chiefs. Their quarterback didn't make any mistakes. Shotgun here for Zach Wilson. 4-man rush. He fires it underneath to Golden Tate. Only picks up about 8 yards, though, and the clock is still moving, down by 22 points. And you need to get a move on. You really can't afford to kick the ball off anymore. You got to go for onside because barring some just really deep ball situation, you're gonna have to go down this field slowly. Trip to the bottom of the set, shotgun. They're gonna go quickly underneath to, I believe, Kyle Rudolph there. Brings up a 1st and 10, but not that many yards. Again, this is what you want to do if you're the Mac. I mean, sure, take these dinky dunks. We're up by 22 points. There's only 11 and a half minutes left. Take the 5 yards. We'll take the clock moving off the clock. I mean, the clock moving off. Time moving off the clock. We'll take that if you're the Mack Rams. The Mack Rams defense played elite, by the way. So did their offense, and they have these. They looked really good. Shotgun here for Zach Wilson. Takes the snap. 3-man rush. He has time. He's going to scramble out of the pocket. He has some running room. He's going to slide. He picks up the 1st down. It's a good play made there by Zach Wilson. Picks up about 14 yards there, I think. Brings up a 1st and 10, though. Keeps the drive alive. Keeps it moving, but still clock is still moving off. Time's still moving off the clock. Big Ben Roethlisberger killed it. I mean, you're talking about, honestly, look at the winners of the 3 games we've had so far. Case Keenum played about as perfect of a game as you can hope Case Keenum can play. You saw Patrick Mahomes play an elite game for the Big 12 49ers, and here you have today Big Ben Roethlisberger having another elite game, and that is almost intercepted there. And that would have been a perfect way to end the day on defense. A 4th interception for this football team. 10.5 minutes left to go in the game. You can still come back, but you need some miracles to go your way. Empty set here for Zach Wilson. 4-man rush. He has some time. Going to scramble out of the pocket. He's eventually going to throw on the run across his body. Great throw. Great throw finding Chase Claypool down the field. Great throw by Zach Wilson. If only he could have made more of those earlier on instead of making some serious mistakes with the 3 interceptions. Brings up a 1st and 10, though, at the 20-yard line of the Mack Rams. Still driving. Great throw, though. Honestly, you can see some of the talent in Zach Wilson. You can definitely see the possibilities there. It's just they're too far and few in between to have actually won this game and we'll be moving on to the divisional round. But maybe next year. Shotgun. This is going to be the first time they're sent home in the first round as well. Shotgun for Zach Wilson. 3-man rush. He has plenty of time. He fires underneath to a wide-open Golden Tate who's going to tackle at the 5-yard line. 9.5 minutes left to go in the game. And honestly, the drive hasn't taken that long. Only 3 minutes, maybe. Robert Spillane's 7th tackle of the ball game. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Clock is still moving, I believe, although it stopped there for a second. 1st and goal. And just chew as much clock as possible through the Mac. Shotgun here for Zach Wilson. He takes the snap. He's going to go pass. He has some time. 3-man rush. He had a wide open man, but he's going to just run into the end zone himself. Gets the touchdown. And what do? You go for 1 or 2 here. If you go for 1, I feel like you go for 2. You go for 2 to try and make it a 14-point ball game, because then if you don't get it, it's still a 16-point ball game. You go for it. I feel like you go for this. You go for the 2 here. That's the smart move. 14-point lead is not impossible to come back. A 14-point deficit is not impossible to come back from if you're the Independent Chiefs. You probably go for it. I think you go for it. They are going to go for it. Shotgun here for Zach Wilson. Looks like possibly a 4-man rush here. They do go 3, though. So he has some time here in the pocket. A lot of time. He's going to scramble out to his left. He has some running room, and he's going to get tackled just short. 1 yard short of the 2-point conversion and 16-point deficit. Still only a 2-possession game. Ulysses Gilbert III makes a huge tackle there. Huge tackle to keep it a 14-point ball game with 16-point ball game with 9 minutes left in the half. In the game, actually. 9 minutes and 7 seconds left in the game. Big tackle made there by Ulysses Gilbert and Maxx Crosby, I believe. Actually, Robert Spillane. Robert Spillane and Ulysses Gilbert III, their 2 best linebackers, converged to make a huge tackle on the 2-point conversion attempt. 9 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the game. All you got to do, if you're the Mack Rams, is just chew some clock. They're going to kick this ball off to you. It's still a 2-possession game, so if you're the Independent Chiefs, if you get a stop, they can chew if they just run the ball, which I don't know if the Mack Rams will, because it seems like Sean McVay's pretty obsessed with the pass here early on. But if they just run the ball, they can chew 120 seconds, actually 160 seconds off the clock, I think. First down, 120 seconds off the clock, which is 2 minutes. You get the ball back with 7 minutes and 3 seconds, or like about 6, a little under 7 minutes if they just chew the clock and they don't get a first down, right? So if you can just get a stop here, you can definitely come back in this game. But you need to get a stop. This is a must stop here for the Independent Chiefs. If you're the Mack Rams, just keep running it with Kareem Hunt. You didn't do that last drive for some reason, but you should do it this one. Mack Rams need to keep the drive going, and clock needs to keep coming off. Under center, his Big Ben Roethlisberger. They're going to go play action. He has time. He fires it. Ooh, nice throw to get it to Deontay Johnson. That was a tough throw, but that was a thread of the needle by Big Ben Roethlisberger. And 500 total yards of offense for the Mack Rams. 152 yards of offense for Deontay Johnson single-handedly. Having almost as much yardage as Zach Wilson has overall. honestly, Deontay Johnson has been a powerhouse so far this game, and I'm going to be interested to see how the SEC tries to stop him. Trips to the top of the set. Under center here is Big Ben Roethlisberger. You can't make a mistake here, which is why I'm in favor of running. Four-man rush. He has some time here. Eventually going to be pressured. He fires it. Ooh, that was a tough throw. It could have been caught for sure by Deontay Johnson. Just lucky it's not intercepted, but the clock does stop. And that's what you wanted to avoid on this drive. You need the clock to keep moving. That's what you need. You need to get this clock. I would vote under 6 minutes. That's what you want if you're the Mack Rams, and points. So screen here to Kareem Hunt. He has some running room, but he's going to be quickly corralled for only about a 4-yard gain. Brings up a 3rd and 6. This is a big down. Because if the independent Chiefs force an incomplete pass, maybe, and a punt, that's 7.5 minutes to come back by a 16-point deficit. That's possible. On the other hand, if you get this first down, it's going to be really tough. You're almost in field goal range already. Shotgun for Big Ben Roethlisberger. Handoff to Kareem Hunt. He's going to bounce his way to about the 50-yard line. Only about a 3-yard gain on that play, but the clock's still moving. But it's a stop. It's a stop, and that's what you needed if you're the independent Chiefs. That's what you needed. It's what you wanted. On the other hand, for the Mac, this is kind of what you wanted as well. Get to about the 50-yard line. Chance for Brett Kern to try and pin them. And your clock's still moving. You took it to about 7 minutes. So that's pretty good. Well, this is going to be a good ending here, guys. Brett Kern punts this ball away with 7:21 left on the clock, trying to aim it out of bounds. They get him at the 17-yard line. So it's the best punt in the world by Brett Kern. Brett Kern has had a rough day so far today. 7 minutes and 18 seconds. Zach Wilson has had a very rough day, but he has the chance to be immortalized in independent Chiefs fans' hearts forever if he can just overcome some of his struggles, score 16 points, and get their team to overtime with 7 minutes and 18 seconds left. It's going to be a tough ask, but the Mack Rams defense has got to step up. You got to at least let them take 3 or 4 minutes on this drive if you're the Mack Rams. Okay, they bring a blitz, but it's going to be a screen, so he has some running room, and he's going to get tackled for only a 9-yard gain. I understand it might seem like a lot, but the clock is moving. Every second matters, and the clock is still moving, and it's only 9 yards. You need to force, hopefully less than that, 5-6 yards per play, but you need the clock to keep moving. That's what you need if you're the Mack Rams. You don't desperately need a stop. You would like a stop, but you don't desperately need one. You just need no big plays. Trip to the top of the set. Shotgun Zach Wilson. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Khalil Mack already gets free, but he fires on the run. That's going to be caught. Caught and out of bounds. Great play made there by Will Fuller. I don't think the clock stops quite yet. It's not under 5 minutes. I don't believe it does stop. But it was a big play. Big play for Zach Wilson. And suddenly his on the run, forcing him out of the pocket, has been a very, very important skill set for the Zach Wilson. 44-yard line already with 6 minutes and 41 seconds left on the clock. Trips to the top of the set. Looks like possibly a 3-man rush for the Mac. Takes the snap, 3-man rush. He has time, but Khalil Mack eventually pressures him. Jamal Williams is tackled, though, for a 12-yard gain. So great play there by Zach Wilson to get that out. But Khalil Mack immediately getting pressure with a 3-man rush is worrisome if you're an independent Chiefs fan. He can't have that much. He can't disrupt your play that much when there's only 3 people rushing. You should be double teaming him, and if you're not, that's really on you. Shotgun, empty set here for Zach Wilson. They bring a 4-man rush. He has some time. He has plenty of time back there. Eventually pressured by Khalil Mack, and he's going to get sacked. That is the 3rd sack of the ballgame for Khalil Mack. Great play made by Khalil Mack, but just too much time in the pocket. Great coverage back there by the Mack. Brings us a 2nd and 18. He just didn't have anywhere to go, I guess, because he had a long time back there. They didn't even just bring a 3-man rush. They had a 4-man rush going. Still great coverage. It looks like a 3-man rush here, though. Empty set for Zach Wilson. 5.5 minutes left to go in the game. Takes the snap. He has some time. He fires underneath here, and he's going to be tackled. Jamal Williams is going to be tackled inbound for only about a 3-yard gain. And that is not something you want. If you're the independent Chiefs, you needed him to get out of bounds. 3 yards was not worth the clock that is going to drip off. 5 minutes left in the game. 5 minutes away from the Mack Rams possibly heading to the divisional round for the first time ever. Shotgun here is Zach Wilson. Takes the snap. They bring a blitz. 5-man rush. He fires quickly underneath. Picks up about 9 yards, but still 6 yards to go. You obviously have to go for it if you're the independent Chiefs. Big tackle there made by Kazon Frazier. Brings up a 4th and 6, and it's going to be interesting. You obviously have to go for it, but what do you call? You go for like maybe some slants, some curls that you want, or do you go for maybe a big shot? Because you only do have you have under 5 minutes remaining. You're down by 16 points. So I feel like you just have to do it. You have to do something big here. Shot empty set for Zach Wilson. Takes the snap. They bring a 4-man rush. He fires it. That's going to be incomplete, and that might be the game, ladies and gentlemen. Great incompletion force there. And that might be it. The Mack Rams, for the first time in Conference of Champions history, in its 4th year as a program, might be moving on to the divisional round. And that is a huge, huge accomplishment for this Mack team. 4 minutes and 21 seconds left on the clock. All you got to do is not make a big mistake here. Again, fumbling and then returning it for a touchdown or a pick 6 would count, because those would put them in a position to possibly tie it. Otherwise, as long as you don't hurt yourself, you can't lose. Under center here, you're going to go pass, actually fire it underneath to Tyler Conklin, because it's about 7 yards on that play. They're just addicted to the passing game, aren't they? 29 yards short of Big Ben Roethlisberger having 500 yards of passing, which is kind of crazy to me. Kyle Van Noy with another tackle, but it's not going to quite matter. 2nd and 3. Shotgun, Big Ben Roethlisberger. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. Takes the snap, play action to Kareem Hunt, but he's tackled by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Hasn't had the biggest impact on this game, but Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is a very talented young rookie who has a chance to do a lot of great things in the future for this independent Chiefs team. You can see his talent right there. Getting to Big Ben Roethlisberger, brings up a 3rd and long, and honestly, I just run it on this play. I just run it. Just choose some more clock. You're up by 16 points. There's like 3 minutes left, 3.5 minutes left, actually. As long as you don't hurt yourself, you will be fine and you will win this game. You can't hurt yourself. They're going to go screen here to Kareem Hunt. He has some running room. He's going to get tackled out of bounds. I might have stopped the clock. That did stop the clock. Wow. Kareem Hunt steps out of bounds. Brings up a 4th and 2. So doesn't even pick up the first down. They're going to have to punt the ball away. It's not that big because, again, 3 minutes and 14 seconds is... It's a tough ask to score 16 points. That's hard. That is really hard. But it is conceivable. All you got to do... I think you got to use your timeouts on this drive and just hope for an onside. That's my only philosophy. I think it's the only way you can win this football game. Or at least tie it, send it to overtime, try and win it. And they're going to punt the ball away with Brett Kern. Again, clock not moving because Kareem Hunt stepped out of bounds. The punt is off and away. That's going to go out of bounds about the 15-yard line. So good punt there by Brett Kern. They're going to have to go 85 yards down the field to try and get a touchdown in 3 minutes and 9 seconds. It's going to be a very tough ask by Zach Wilson and this independent Chiefs team, especially considering they have to do that. They have to do that, get a 2-point conversion, then do that. Get another touchdown and another 2-point conversion in 3 minutes and 9 seconds. It is a tough ask. It is possible, but it is tough. And I think you got to use your timeouts on this drive wisely. Trips to the top of the set. So possibly a 4-man rush here. Going to go pass, 4-man rush. He has some time. He fires it underneath to Jamal Williams, who's going to get tackled for about a 12, 13-yard gain. They mark it 12. Clock is still moving. 2 minutes and 55 seconds left on the clock. They're almost there, though. The Mac is almost to the promised land, guys. They're almost there. Shotgun for Zach Wilson. Trips to the bottom of the set. Looks like a three-man rush here. They do bring a three-man rush. He fires it quickly underneath. He's going to get tackled for about a 7-yard gain, but doesn't really matter because the clock is still moving. Clock will stop at the 2-minute warning, but still only at their 34-yard line. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. So shotgun here, empty set for Zach Wilson. Last play before the 2-minute warning. 4-man rush. Fires it quickly underneath to Kyle Rudolph. Good play decision there. Get some yardage before the 2-minute warning. 44-yard line. They have 2 minutes to go down the field, get a touchdown, 2-point conversion. Depends on if they see their timeouts or not, but likely an onside. And another touchdown and 2-point conversion. It's a lot to ask in 2 minutes, that's for sure, at their own 44. But let's see if they can maybe pull off the comeback of the century. Empty set here is Zach Wilson. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. He has plenty of time. He fires it outside to Kyle Rudolph, who's tackled for only about a 5-yard gain. Minute 50, and the clock just seems to be bleeding right now, and they just keep huddling up. They're not even going no huddle or taking a timeout. I feel like they just kind of accepted their fate. Oh, they go no huddle here. 37, 36, takes a snap, fires it quickly-ish to Chase Claypool, who fights his way to the 37-yard line. They keep going hurry up. They're just going to burn so much clock that their timeouts are going to be useless anyways. So, might as well just use them and go for the onside, honestly. Minute 15 seconds left. Shotgun here. Zach Wilson takes the snap, 4-man rush, fires it, trying to thread the needle to Chase Claypool, but luckily enough for the Mack Rams, they forced the incompletion. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Does give the Independent Chiefs some time to think, though. They desperately need that. Trying to come up with a good play. They need a touchdown, really. Next 15, 20 seconds. Two tight end set here. Shotgun is Zach Wilson. They bring a 4-man rush. He has some time. He fires it underneath, and Will Fuller's going to be tackled about the 23-yard line. 55 seconds left on the clock. 23 yards away from getting a touchdown, but still need a 2-point conversion. An onside, another touchdown, another 2-point conversion. So shotgun here is Zach Wilson. Takes the snap. He has some time. He fires it. That's going to be caught by Chase Claypool. He's going to get all the way down to the 2-3-yard line. They're going to take their first time out of the game. First time of the half, 31 seconds left in the quarter. If you score this quickly, you could have about 27, 28 seconds left. Try and go for the onside after you get the touchdown. Maybe you need the 2-point conversion as well. As if any time the Mack Rams get a stop, whether it's on a 2-point conversion or not, it's basically over. Empty set here for Zach Wilson. Takes the snap. He fires quickly to the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Chase Claypool. 28 seconds left on the clock. The Independent Chiefs, the Mac was caught napping. So here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. It was wide open. But you need this touchdown. You got the touchdown and then desperately need the 2-point conversion. Remember, without the 2-point conversion, that all was for naught, and you have no chance. So empty set here is Zach Wilson. Takes the net, they bring a blitz, fires quickly, gets it to Will Fuller, and that's going to be good for the 2-point conversion. So theoretically speaking, they still have the onside. They need to get the onside, and they get a touchdown in 28 seconds and the 2-point conversion, but it is still possible. Now, this onside is going to determine a lot. Remember, if the Mac gets the onside, it's all over. The Mac wins the football game. If the Independent Chiefs get the onside, suddenly this is a much, much more interesting football game with 2 timeouts left still. So the onside is ready. They're going to kick. Their kick is off, and it is picked up, and that is likely the end of the Independent Chiefs season. 84 has become a hero just simply by picking up a football, but a knee is all that is necessary to end this football game. Got a knee about 3 times, though, because she need, because they use so much time getting down here. They only have 27 seconds, and they use the timeout. So just 3 knees would do it, and it would end the game. And the Mack Rams would be heading on to the next round. They're in victory formation here. Takes the first knee. They take a timeout for no apparent reason, really, because they should know they're going to lose. They only have 1 more timeout, and the guy can knee 2 times more. And this game in the Mack Rams. SEC Giants, got to think they're excited because they wouldn't have wanted to play the AAC Jaguars. But the Mack Rams looked quite good today. Last time out, so we're going to have to sit for about 20 seconds waiting for the world to change. 24 seconds. The game's over, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Conference of Champions. If you did enjoy it, remember to hit that like and subscribe button. If you want to see more Conference of Champions stuff, just follow. Make sure to hit the my newest playlist in the 2022 Conference of Champions. You can watch all those games from there. And make sure to comment on any who you think has a chance of winning the entire Conference of Champions. Is it going to be someone new like the SEC or the ACC or the Big Ten, the ACC or they decided to actually punt this away. So it's punted away. It's out of bounds. This game's over, ladies and gentlemen, and the Mack Rams, in an unlikely victory, are going to be moving on over top of the Independent Chiefs. Hey everybody, this is GGB saying adios amigos, and I'll see you in the next video.